I was half joking, guys, when I said in last Fan Fridays that we needed a triple battle, but here it is. We have Stantler in the triples, and the opponent has some legendaries like Xerneas and the Raikou. So cool. Let's go and watch a triple battle now. I'm excited. Like, triple battles are always pretty fun. So the opponent going to be starting off with this, and then Exeggutor, Camera Up, Stantler. What is this team? But it looks like we might get some work out of there. Like, you know, Camera Up Mega Evolves, gets that Protect on. Stantler's Intimidate has a good chance of dropping some offenses if the opponent didn't lead all special like this. I don't know what Exeggutor is going for. But yeah, Trick Room Stantler and then triples, and then you just go for some madness. I want to see this. You know, Stantler getting usage is always cool. So Exeggutor is going to Protect, just playing that up. I'm guessing Harvest. What berry is it? Patea Berry, is that special attack? Because Salax Speed and Lychee's attack, I believe. And then we have Ganlon on defense, but we don't see that ever. So, Map Lock on Greninja. Playing it safe, but not going to get anything done this turn. Then we're going to see Raikou with the Rain Dance. The opponent's going to try to go for some, because that means Hurricane on the Tornadus will have perfect accuracy. And then Thunder will land. So the opponent has a good team comp, and then we just... Oh, Tailwind as... Oh, no, the Tailwind. Yo, the opponent is actually getting some good stuff down, but the Trick Room will negate a lot of that setup. Now, the Eruption will do less damage because of the rain. Greninja wanted to be in that water, too. It's a fast Pokemon. Hydro Pump will get damage boosting. Raikou gets the Thunder. Charizard coming into the rain is interesting, but it might be Mega X. Earth Power onto Raikou, though. Boom. Raikou? Yeah, Raikou. I've been saying Raikou for some reason. Raikou. That's going to be the Earth Power with the one-hit KO. Exeggutor with Psyshock, you know, it's going to... Exeggutor hurts. It has a solid special attack stat. Ignoring that crit, that's still a 2-hit KO. And Stantler has Attract. Okay, guys, it is officially a Fan Fridays. We have the Attract hacks coming in. And Tornadus on the Hurricane will hit Exeggutor. That has to be a one-shot. Ooh, so much damage. Super effective. Stab. Yeah, that'll happen. But now Aurora's comes in. This Trick Room going to be big, and now Greninja back in the battle. So, Aurora, yeah, Charizard X isn't as disadvantaged by the Brain, because it can, you know, Dragon Claw, so it can still Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw. Flare Blitz, probably someone wants to avoid, or throws out Earthquake. You can do all kind of things, but there's the Shadow Sneak, and that is going to try to hit Camera Up for some damage. If Camera Up has the Eruption, slightly reduced, but throwing out the Earth Power and just hitting Greninja, that will do... Wow. I didn't know that, guys. I will say I did not know that Tornado is also going to eat the now Ice type refrigerated Hyper Voice. But guys, I did not know that. I did not know Camera Up's damage is so nutty with that sheer force that Earth Power straight up one-shots a Greninja. You don't see that matchup happen too often, guys. Also, the Attract Confuse Ray Stantler now reducing Charizard's chances to attack to pretty much nothing. Wow, and Charizard actually squeaks one out. Dragon Claw, though, big damage on the Camera Up. We still have some Trick Room, so the Earth Power onto the Charizard will be big, but do you even want to do it? Like, Charizard is shut down enough. Hyper Voice will be big damage onto the Xerneas and Excadrill. I would just kind of... It's like, yeah, what do you do? I would try to throw out the Heat Wave, honestly. So Earth Power will one-shot Excadrill. It's honestly a tough call because Xerneas is posing a lot of threat, or worse with the Hyper Voice. I feel that if you use the Hyper Voice and the Heat Wave, it might have been enough to chip down the Excadrill, but then get some extra damage on Xerneas. However, wait, was that a skill swap? Oh, was that a me first? What in the world? That is one of the coolest Stantlers ever. Okay, so actually no. Maybe taking out the Excadrill with the Earth Power and then getting the Hyper Voice. Because the Hyper Voice goes back to normal damage. It would be reduced by 75% by hitting both. So I guess it's getting the most out of it. And there's a chance the Excadrill wouldn't have gotten KO'd. So there we go. Xerneas is set up. Charizard is confused. It took a lot of damage from the Dragon Claw. It's also in love. Charizard actually wow, this is like the luckiest Charizard ever. Finishes off the Camera Up, but the opponent's still very, very low on options right now. And Camera Up goes down, so Tailwind's going to peter out. We still have some Trick Room. There's the Wigglytuff. What is Wigglytuff going to do? Is he got Dazzling Gleam? Alright, I mean, Specs Dazzling Gleam hurts. Xerneas beefs that one out pretty hard because of Geomancy. Charizard does go down because that is a lot of damage. And Aurora's with the Encore, though. Oh my goodness. And Xerneas does nothing. Stantler me first, but no target. And then Geomancy because now it's shut down. Oh, the Encore save for the win. Yikes. So Twisted Dimension's going to return to normal. But Xerneas stuck on that Geomancy. It's gaining stats. Like, because the Trick Room wore off, it's actually going to now have ×3 actually, no. Yeah, ×3 special defense. So, that's a lot. Hyper Voice, not going to be enough to take out the Xerneas. Flamethrower on the Wigglytuff. Dazzling Gleam and Stab, though. That's going to do better. Maybe Fishing and Burn. I don't know. Oh, it's Life Orb, too, not Choice Specs. And Trick Room on Stantler just because you want to end this battle sooner. Yeah, Xerneas doesn't have any options, and the opponent is going to forfeit. All right, let's check out one more battle. Got another submission that's on the Stantler Trick Room against Legendaries. This is pretty nice. Neat. Let's go. So, Mike's team is looking very ferocious. Also, yeah, I like leading with the Aurorus just a bit more. You got that Protect, you got the Encore on top of the Trick Room. Super nasty. Aurorus in the center. Also, that Hyper Voice going to be spreading to as many of the opponent's hacked Pokemon as possible. And Camerupt, it was doing a lot of that single target, so it can still do that. Like, the single Earth Power just destroys. So there we go. So we Camerupt with the Mega Evolution. I'm guessing Protect, Double Protect, and then you go for the Trick Room on the Stantler. Stantler has to worry about the Machamp, though. That's like my only problem right now. So Aurora's going to protect, Camerupt's going to protect. I guess Stantler has to have that Focus Sash just to make sure it can survive something. Because you know that Terrakion wants to like go and just take out that Aurorus. There's the Cross Chop on Stantler. Stantler will survive it. Super effective hit right there. Reuniclus goes for the Energy Ball. Aurorus is going to protect. Stantler gets its Trick Room set up. And yeah, that's what we wait for right now. So Camerupt with the Eruption, it has the advantage, so it's going to take it big damage on that Eruption. Going to drop Reuniclus to half. Terrakion doesn't actually take too much, and then the Energy Ball, because Reuniclus is actually a very slow Pokemon, so it wants to be in Trick Room. It's a Trick Room setter itself. Will it go down to the Hyper Voice? No! There was not enough damage to finish off the opponents, and then Aurorus will take that 4x super effective hit and just crumble. Wow. Stantler gets that me first in there, though. So kind of cheeses that one out. And Sacred Swords the Terrakion for the KO. That was actually pretty neat right there. I'm loving the me first tech. Rocky Helmet on the Terrakion is a thing. So yeah, the Eruption Hyper Voice, not enough to take out the beef of the opponent. Like, Reuniclus is a special defense tank. And Machamp is also just a bulky Pokemon. But in comes Wigglytuff. It wants that Trick Room. It wants to get the most. And there's a Palkia. So Palkia going to be a very bad matchup for the Dazzling Gleam on this. Actually, wow. Like, everything is going to get massively trashed right here. Unless there's a Quick Claw on the Palkia. Hydro Pump. Camerupt's going to avoid the Hydro Pump, though. Get the Earth Power on the Palkia. That's really all you need. That little bit of extra damage. That lot of bit of extra damage just in case the Dazzling Gleam isn't enough. But then Wigglytuff with the triple KO. Not bad. You done good, Wigglytuff. You done good. And the opponent is not down to many Pokemon left. There's, what, 2 Pokemon left? Because we just, like, saw the Terrakion go down. So Wigglytuff with that Life Orb, yo. It's good. And then Dragonite comes in. So Dragonite, yo, the opponent's team way too weak against Fairy types. There's, like, a Hyper Voice, Pixelate, Sylveon. That would have been really bad. Wigglytuff also has a Flamethrower, so what do you do? Like, you have to, like, oh, but Bullet Punch is going to be big on that Scizor. So, yeah, you have to, like, confuse Raise. Why do I keep saying Raise? Confuse Ray. But Bullet Punch on the Stantler instead. Oh, no! No Flamethrower! Respect! Camerupt with the Eruption. That's honestly one of the best calls right there, because you just need to break the multi-scale on the Dragonite. And then Wigglytuff. Ice Beaming the Dragonite. Oh, snap! Alright, going for the big Dragonite KO. I think Dazzling Gleam would have worked, but, you know, you gotta get that Ice Beam in there just in case. Also, Ice Beam Flamethrower coverage. Now, there's really nothing to worry about, especially when we have that Slowbro right there. It's going to be able to tank up almost anything that the Scizor wants to throw. Oh, except for maybe the Bug Bite. So, yeah, never mind. Wigglytuff with a Flamethrower. So, Flamethrower and the Scald stacked on top of each other. That will be Scizor going down, and that will be the GG. Alright, so how do we break that team down? Like, I was honestly surprised at the lack of the damage on the Aurorus. The Hyper Voice with Refrigerate should be doing more, but the split damage on top of the Eruption, like, you feel like nothing should be able to survive that. But a lot of things did. Camerup's Eruption is big, but the Heat Wave after, like, Sheer Force, very close damage. The single target on the Earth Power, also after Stab, really nice hit as well. Stantler, though. That Stantler, though, was really, really cool to see. Attract, Confuse Ray, Trick Room. I don't remember if we saw the last move or not. And then Aurorus also had the Encore, so it works. And then Wigglytuff. I'd say Wigglytuff, surprisingly, is the MVP. I learned a lot as well that Camerupt can actually one-shot the Greninja with an Earth Power. So Greninja, very frail. Camerupt has a lot of damage behind it. Good knowledge battle, good battles overall. I will say this was pretty awesome. So if you guys enjoyed this battle, we got some more Fan Fridays coming up.